Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of New Beginning. And in today's episode, we are going to be doing some stuff with blood magic. I think I finally got some things figured out. I spent some time between episodes watching some tutorials and things like that, and I think I know our way forward. So, if we go to blood magic, I want to make this guy, the coat of arms. Which is essentially going to allow me to get life points by killing mobs. And we have a super handy mob spawner over there, so I think that's probably a really good decision. And then I also figured out how to do the rituals using the arcane ash, and it's actually pretty easy. So we're going to do that too. But before we get into the arcane ash, we need to make this, and I'm going to need some glass for that. I don't think I have... Oh, well, look at that. I'm so prepared all the time. Such a professional. Except for this iron. I have no... Okay. Let's get this iron ore processed up. We'll just plop that guy down here, throw that there, throw those there, and let that start converting into ingots. And then we're going to need, it was a bucket. What else do we need? A leather tunic. And luckily, we actually have some leather from those lizards that keep spawning. And we can actually make ourselves a leather tunic. So check that out. Now, oh, and I'm missing a blank slate, which I happen to have one right there. So, there we go, coat of arms, and I can put that thing on. Looks like it does give you a little bit of armor, but not quite as much as an iron chest plate. Okay, that's fine. The important thing, though, there's no LP in here right now. If I go and I kill myself some mobs, and there's a couple of mobs here, we're gonna have to do something with this very soon. In fact, I think reworking our mob farm a little bit is also on my to-do list for today. Have we killed any yet? I just want to kill like one mob so I can show. There we go. And now it's got 5,000 LP, which is quite a lot. That's actually a pretty significant amount. I don't know how much this thing holds, but I have a feeling that once we completely clear this mob farm, we will have enough to essentially fill up our entire blood altar, which is going to be awesome. I also need to make myself a divination sigil and some other things too. So, okay, that's at 10,000. I have a feeling 10,000 is probably the limit, right? Yeah, 10,000 is the limit. So we'll just leave those alone for now. And then let's plop. How does this work? Do I right-click it? Shift right-click? No. Do I right-click it while wearing the thing? No, it doesn't say. Actually, my blood altar might actually be full. Just thinking about it, it's certainly possible that that thing's actually full. So, why don't we do this? Let's grab some stone. And let's make ourselves another blank slate. And I want to go ahead and make the divination sigil so I can see what's going on in there. And for that, we're going to need redstone. Redstone we have, I believe. Yeah, redstone we've got. We got redstone for days. But more importantly, we're going to need to make some arcane ash. And we're going to need redstone, gunpowder, coal, and bone meal. So, redstone. Why is gunpowder in this? Gunpowder should not be in that chest. Okay, whatever. Gunpowder should be in here. Bone meal, and then we needed a piece of coal as well. And I think that will do it. So we go, and that'll do the thing, and pop out a piece of arcane ash for us, like so. Beautiful. And I believe that is actually reusable. I think we can reuse that a couple of times. So now we grab another piece of redstone, and I can just put that here with a right click it like so, and then grab our blank slate and right click that on top, and that should spit out, I believe, our divination sigil. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then we can take a look, and yeah, this thing... Okay, so yeah, this thing was completely full, which is why this thing didn't work. So now if I right-click... Yeah, okay, cool. So I figured out how that works. So basically you just right-click it with this in your hand, it will put it in here, and that works pretty well. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make a couple more blank slates, I think, because there's a couple of sigils I want. I want the lava sigil, for sure. I'd love to have the water sigil, but I can't do that until I have 2 buckets of water. So that's not really an option for us, unfortunately. I'm also thinking that maybe we'll get into some runes so we can upgrade to a tier 2 altar. Since I've got the mob farm, it's really not that hard to get LP, because I can just get it from over there, at least for the early game. I mean, eventually we'll want to go a little bit more crazy than this and get some, ridiculous sort of mob farm that drops stuff on top, and I can sacrifice them and do all sorts of craziness. But for now, this'll do. Let's see. I wish there was a way to put this LP into your soul network. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. But I don't think that is realistically an option, unfortunately. Oh well. So, I'm going to make a bunch of these blank slates. Let's see, I need 8 blank runes, so that means I'm going to need 16 blank slates, and I'm going to need a ton of smooth stone as well, because I'm going to need 6 for each, so let's see, 8 times 6, okay, yeah. I'm going to be at this for a little while. So let me get some work done here, guys. I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got everything I need to make the blood runes. So we're going to put those there, this guy in the middle, and then like so, and that will give us 8 plain old boring blank blood runes. And they're kind of plain old and boring, but they work. Now, this little part right here, this could be, yeah, that's gonna be, well, I think we can work around it. Eventually I want to move my blood altar, but right now, since it's completely full, I don't particularly want to do that, since I would lose all the LP inside. But this works, I think. So now we've got ourselves... Oh, wait, no. I didn't want to put the baked potato on the blood altar. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So now we have a tier 2 altar. Let's just double check. Yeah, tier 2, and it's got 10,000 LP in it. So what we can do now is use that to make a few things, like the Sigil of the Green Grove, which is going to be super, 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 super useful for us. I also need to see, let's see, block of redstone, 5,000, piece of cake. We'll definitely want to make that as well. Let's just grab this out of here and do one of those right there. What did I just pick up that I didn't want to pick up? Cobblestone. Got it. Sure. I hope that was it. Then we're going to toss this guy back in here. And it's going to use 2,000 more LP and turn into one of the tier 2 sigils, which is good. Come on, thing. Do the thing. Obviously, it's taking a little while. Let's just take a little sleep while we wait on it. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's right there. It's tier 2. It worked. Awesome. All right. Grab that. Throw a block of redstone on there so we can start making a tier 2 blood orb. So we'll get away from the weak blood orb and get into a much better one, which is good. How much LP we got left in here? Not a lot. Let's see. So 3,000. This will drain down, I believe, to 2,000 before it's completely restored. And I don't have a whole lot of LP in my my coat of arms either. So I think probably should do some mob killing down here if I can. Why can I not hit anything suddenly? Really want to get the creepers. Those are the big thing. If I get the creepers, I can get everything else pretty easily. Any more creepers in here? I don't think there are. I think that's all of them. The rest of these guys can come running. It's just the creepers that are the problem. Because if they blow up, everything else explodes, and then it just becomes a mess, and there's danger, and yeah. It's a bad day. But if you can get rid of the creepers first, then we're good. And I can just kind of chill down here and kill these guys in a nice and relaxed manner. Alright. And how many we got left? Oh, well, there goes my... Oh, hi, guy. Okay. Yes. Alright, I think we got everything. No spiders or anything left chilling in here? Not that I can see. Okay, good. So, put that back. Put that back. And now we are up to 66,000 LP, which isn't terrible. We do have our tier 2 blood orb, which we will bind to us immediately. And let's just throw some of this stuff where it belongs. I think that's good. Bones should probably go in there as well. Okay. And as for this bow, yeah, don't need that. Okay, cool. Oh, this, on the other hand, I believe is... Yeah, it's almost out. Okay, cool. So we're good. Now, as far as other sigils go, we've got our tier 2 blood orb. And we can use that to make an incense altar, which I'm not really going to worry about right now. Wooden path. None of that stuff is all that useful. But alchemy table, wood to string, gravel. Ooh, leather, although I need water for it. Coal sand to make explosive powder? What is explosive powder used for? Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a... Huh, interesting. That's a new... I'm 99% sure that's a new mechanic with the 1.9 version of Blood Magic. Excuse me, yawning. I've had a long day. Okay, let's see. So we're good. Let's go back to our ritual stones here and take a look at the Sigil of the Green Growth, which is the next thing that I want to make. And I'm going to need a piece of sugarcane, a sugar, and 2 saplings. Well, that's easy enough. We've got sugar. We've got everything. And we'll just toss those into here. I feel like they need to be in order, perhaps? Maybe? Am I doing this wrong? Hellfire Forge. Sapling, sugar. Yes. No. If it can be any sapling but oak, I will be very upset. I'm not seeing oak saplings in here. Please tell me it can be some other type of sapling and it doesn't actually have to be. No, it can be. Oh, that was origin. Flowering oak. Sacred oak. I'm pretty sure it can be, yeah, any tree sapling. So why does that not work? I'm not sure. Does it have to be a Tartaric gem? And it can't be one of the wills themselves? That's possible. Oh, let's not fall down there. Oh, nah! Picking things up that I don't want to be picking up. There we go. Toss. What if I put that in there? No. Let me see if I can figure this out, guys. I'll come back to you in just a sec. Alright, guys, I am back, and I think I figured out what the problem is. I need a better Tartaric gem than this little guy right here. So, that would explain it. Now, for that, I think... Ooh, diamond. Yeah, it's worth it. That's still really expensive. I don't want to spend that, but it's okay. It's fine. Alright, and I believe if we look at the lesser... Petty, diamond, redstone, lapis. Okay, got it. Oh, why do I keep putting my potatoes into the thing? That's not what I'm intending to do. There we go. Okay, so let's take these guys out of here. Let's put that in there. This I'll put over here. Diamond, redstone, and I just realized I forgot to make that a lapis block. There we go. And... common? Tell me you don't need... Yeah, you can use a petty. Does it have to be an empty petty Tartaric gem? I mean, I suppose that's possible. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, but I need gold again for that. Which I luckily happen to have. Miraculously. Okay. Glass. What else did I need for that? 1 lapis, 1 redstone. Okay. So let's just yank all of this stuff out here. And it was lapis, go, and And that will make another petty gem, which we'll grab. I'll put this guy in here. And then... like that. Oh, there we go. It worked. It's doing a thing. I guess it just can't have any stuff in it. So, okay, now I should be able to make this. And actually, it doesn't say that I need. It didn't say that I need any will. Oh, and I don't think those actually matter. Lesser gem was fine though, right? Grand. Yeah, lesser is okay. So, let's do this. I'm going to take all of that. I think that's all done. Good. I'm going to put all of this stuff in here. And we are going to grab our sentient sword. And I'm going to put my petty gem into here, I guess. So just so we make sure we're filling up the lesser one. And let's just see if I kill a couple of these things to get some souls in there. Will this work for me? I have a feeling it might. Oh, man. Creeper's dead. Creeper's dead. Kill this creeper too. Okay. Oh, and we're filling up our LP. How nice. Alright, we've got 10,000 LP there. And we've got 6 in there. So I think we will refill our altar. Like so. And now let's give this a try. No. Still nothing. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Well, that makes sense. So I'm going to need a lot more will. I just wasn't looking in the right place. Okay, let me kill a lot of mobs, guys, and I will come back to you in just a bit. All right, guys, I am back. So I think I'm ready to try this out again. We've got 20 will in our lesser tartaric gem. Let's see. No, still not working. So it's looking like I'm going to have 120 in there, and then it's actually going to use like 20 of it. So that might be something that we have to hold off on for the time being. I don't think, at the rate that we're able to gather the whatever stuff, the will, we're not going to get there in time. It's just going to take too long. I should say, we're not going to get there in time for the end of this episode, because it's just going to take longer than I have. But that's okay. We should probably look into making another sentient sword here pretty quick, I think. And for that, I think we could probably use our petty tartaric gem, maybe, kind of, possibly? Thinking about it. There's a lot of souls in there, though. I hate to do that. Can't just craft them together. I think it's got to be done in the forge, right? Yeah, has to be done in the forge. But I really don't need all of this, and it's really not that much more stuff. So, if I do that, and that should spit out another sentient sword for me, which realistically, I'm going to need that. There we go. Awesome. And it didn't really use a whole lot of LP, so I think it'll be fine. Let's just put this stuff kind of out of the way. And like so. And iron in there. I also need to get into the habit of feeding my mana. What I ultimately want to do is I'm thinking, this is kind of my plan, right? So I'd like to get this mana up just enough that we can get into alchemy stuff. And I'm thinking, actually, I'm also thinking this pigman's going to die. Oh, you broke my crops. Rude. Very rude. Anyway, so I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll work our way up to the mana altar thing. I forget what it's called, which is terrible because I've used it a million times. Let's see. Yeah, it's the altar. Whatever the... Why am I having, like, a colossal, just, like, moment of brain not working? I don't know. But essentially, we make an altar, and you can make stuff like the runes and all that kind of stuff. Did they change the texture or something? No, it's right here. Yeah, the runic altar. That's what I meant. So I want to get to the runic altar. I want to use that to make a couple things, one of which is the water sigil in a big way, so that I can make the Rod of the Seas, and then the other one is a fire sigil, so that I can make a new, I think it's the Thermal Lily. It's basically a generating flower that runs on lava, and then I can use the lava sigil from blood magic to essentially feed it infinite lava, and we can just generate mana. And I think it'll work out very, very well once all is said and done. But we got some work to do before we can get to that point. So I do think, though, that I am out of time for this episode, unfortunately. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.